let me. Okay, appears to be recording. We appear to be in business. Okay, cool. Let's get started. Let's sit up nice and tall. Breathe in some fresh morning air, even if it is in your apartment. So maybe not as fresh, just the outdoors, but let's take our arms up above our heads, shoulders down, away from those ears. Stretch up nice and tall. Bring the arms down. One more time. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Stretch on down. Let's clasp our hands behind us. Press down with our hands and open up our chest. Take the hands out to the floor. Lift one arm up. Let's gently stretch over nice and long, elongating this side of our body. Shoulders stacked so that you're not bending forward, but it's truly a lateral side bend. Come on up. Take it to the other side. Nice and long, bend over. Let's do that one more time. We're just going to add a little bit of a chest opener. So bend to the side. Now take that arm behind you and look up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel your chest open. Bring it back to the center so that your shoulders are stacked, and come up to a nice seated position. Same thing on the other side. A nice side bend. Take the arm back so you can look up to your hand. Feel that chest open. Nice feeling to stretch out the pec muscles and all this sort of thing. Send it back and come on up. Let's take our hands to our knees and take one arm behind us, the other arm to our ankle, and just do a soft twist to the side. It doesn't have to be far, we're just waking up. Take yourself back center, hands to the knees, the other hand take it back, and to the other knee, twist to the other side. Come on forward. Let's take ourselves to a tabletop position. Knees and hips alignment, as well as your arm, your wrists and your shoulders. And let's gently wake up our core with some gentle cat and cows. While you're here, make sure you're spreading the weight evenly throughout all of your hands so it's not too much stress on your wrists. One more. Now I know this is not a yoga class, so we're not gonna do like a whole thing, but it does feel good to just kind of stretch out the legs in a downward dog, so we are gonna do that. So tuck those toes, lift yourself upward into a nice upside down V, shoulders in line with the ears, feet pressing into the ground. They may not touch, but this is a great way to stretch out those calves. So let's hold it in a static fashion. for a couple breaths. And then if you feel like it serves you, take a couple petals of the feet. Get some movement within the feet as well as in the calves. Bring yourself back to those straight legs. And we're going to drop ourselves back down to our all-four tabletop. Gently press yourself back into a child's pose. So your arms are out in front of you, forehead is into the mat. Take one of your hands, flip it so the palm is facing up, and send it horizontally across the body to stretch out across the shoulders. Put arm back. And now let's take the other one, flip that palm up, send it underneath the chest to the other side, and stretch out across the shoulder. Take that arm out. We're gonna come down to our stomachs. So however you wanna get there, if you kind of wanna take it as like a cobra sort of thing, you can. If you just wanna kind of flop down and get there, you can as well. And we're gonna start with our hands on our head on our hands like a pillow. And we're just going to take turns lifting our lower leg up towards our butt. A little bit of a pulse, so we're dynamically stretching and getting some movement in our quads. And then we'll hold a static stretch, but first let's do a little bit more of this. Dynamic movement. Okay, so on our next kick, we're gonna leave it there, take our hand behind, grab hold of the foot and stretch the quadricep statically. Gently lower that back down. Take the other one up, reach behind you, and stretch out the other quad. Take that down. Take the legs a little bit further apart, so they might be like mat width or a little bit less. Take the feet up, match the soles of your feet together, and then let those legs drop while thinking about pressing the pubic bone into the mat, into our frog stretch. Gently take the legs down, and we're just going to roll onto our backs for some additional stretches from that position. So first, we're going to just take the arms up above our heads. Notice your shoulders pressing into the mat. We're just going to elevate our arms, so we're bringing the scapula forward and then lowering them down to the mat. One more time, just to feel that contrast. And as we do whatever we're doing in our back, try and keep those shoulder blades in contact with the mat. So if you notice them doing this and hovering, just remind yourself to take them down. So let's first just open our arms to a T shape. And we're going to think about keeping our shoulders pressed into the mat as we lift our arms above our heads. So a lot of us may have limited shoulder mobility, so you might find that as you move your arms up, that they lift from the mat a little bit. That's fine, just focus on keeping the shoulders pressed into the mat. And now let's bring them down, just to get some mobility in the shoulders. It's like a snow angel, but very much not in the summer. Keeping those shoulders down to the mat. Just feel yourself making big circles with those arms. And then let's bring them out and let them rest, palms down. Take those feet up and those knees up into a tabletop. And we're going to gently drop our legs towards one side as we look away from those legs and feel that stretch on our backs. Gently lift those legs back to the center using your abdominal strength. Drop them towards the other side now. And look away from the knees to stretch across the back on the other side. Send the legs back up when you're ready. And now lower them down and send them out straight in front of you. Let's take a second and take the arms down to our sides. Flex those feet. and point them. Flex again. Point and just feel the whole foot articulating, waking up all of those parts of our foot. One more. And now let the feet relax however they normally might fall, maybe to the side, somewhere between flex and point. We're going to take one leg up into our chest. So we're going to stretch it in. Gently rotate it out a little bit to the side so now it's turned out. And pull it in. Bring it back to the center and extend it upward. And stretch it towards yourself. You can either grab on your thigh, on your calf. If both of those feel difficult and you have a yoga strap or towel or any sort of an object, you can take the towel, yoga strap, etc., put it right here, and then hold the straps. And that way you can stretch it towards you with less discomfort. So I'll just demo with a towel, because I know we all probably have a towel hanging out somewhere in our apartment, we hope. So you could take it up like this, and now it's a little bit easier to grab. If it's like hard to grab here or here. Certainly this is a dish towel. If you have a longer towel, that makes it even easier, because then your arms are down here. With a bath towel. You don't have to use it. It's just, a prop if it's helpful for you. Gently lower that knee back down towards the chest as you bend the leg. And pull it back in one more time. Give that ankle a nice roll in both directions. Fully articulating through the circle. Take the other leg up. Pull it towards your chest. Mute. Okay. Now take the leg out to the side. So same thing, we're just rotating it out to the side while still holding on to it in a bent fashion. Bring it back to the center. And again, lift it up into a straight position. And you can either grab here, calf, or use a nice shirt, towel, object as a helper. This is a great moment, especially with the towel, thinking about keeping the shoulders on the mat if possible. Gently lower that knee and bend that leg down towards the mat. And then give the ankle a nice roll in both directions. Loosen that up. Awesome. Let's bring both legs down to the floor about hip distance apart. We're going to take one leg up with the ankle right above our knee on our thigh. We're going to grab the opposing thigh to stretch out our glutes. If you find that you're particularly tight and it is hard to do so, you could also theoretically use a towel to pull it forward if it's easier because it's hard to get your arms onto that thigh. Or a yoga strap if you own one. Take that leg down, the other one down, reverse it so that the other one is on top. And now grab the other thigh and pull it towards you to stretch the glute on the other side. Take the leg down. We're going to gently open our legs up to a butterfly. You can have your hands softly on your thighs, or you can have them on the ground and let gravity give you some stretch. Bring those legs up, send them down, and then take your arms up above your head and lengthen one side and then the other. Feel the length in your body. Let's take our legs up and really open up our hips with a happy baby pose from yoga. So you can take your hands on your big toe or your hands on the soles of your feet and press those knees in towards those armpits so you really feel a big opener stretch. And then you can either keep it stationary or you can have a little rock. You do you. Bring those legs down gently. Roll on over to your side. Gently push yourself up to seated. Let's just take one seated butterfly. Gently come on down towards the floor, and you can either press into the legs or you can take the arms forward, whatever feels good for you. Gently walk the hands over to one side. So you're going to get a little stretch across the side of your back. Walk them back to the center. Walk them over to the other side. So now you're probably feeling a stretch across here. And then walk them back center. Hang there for a couple more breaths. Come on up. Let's take one leg forward. Take the other leg on top. We're going to stretch over to the side. Or twist over, I should say. Neck center. Take the other leg up. Twist over to the other side. Bring both legs forward. Take those arms up. And stretch over those legs. Come on up. Come back to a seated position. We're just going to roll the shoulders and the neck out to finish up. Just take those shoulders back and then to the front, back up into the front. Take them the other way, front up and down to the back. Gently take your neck to one side. And lift to the other side. And lift down to your chin. And lift up to the sky. Return it. Look one way. Return it. Look the other way. Return it. And we're going to gently just roll our neck. Front. And now gently roll it back. And let's do one circle to each, actually 2 circles to each side. And then 2 circles the other way. Take the arms up to the sky. Nice deep breath. Come on down. I'm a super cheese ball, but it's tough times. So give yourself a hug to start your day because a lot of stuff happens. People demand a lot of you. And so you gotta be your number one for yourself in everything you do during the day. And just remember that even when things feel stressful, self-love is good. All right. Cool. Have a lovely, lovely Wednesday. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. Have a great day. Thank you.
You guys too.
Take care.